All right, y'all. So workout is complete. If y'all didn't know, I'm back in the gym. I've been making this promise for a minute. I've been at it for like roughly about 3 months. I haven't really been updating nobody like that, but yeah, just one step at a time, man. So about to go ahead and go out here. You know what I'm saying? Shower up and start my morning off because honestly, I've been contemplating this situation so hard, like just who I want to become, right? And it's like I kind of try to take baby steps to get there. You know what I mean? Because my overall goal, if you want to say that, is kind of overwhelming if you just look at it and you see like, oh man, I want to make this much income. I want to be this person, or I want to, make these contributions. But at the end of the day, it's like I had to take baby steps. I had to take, I had to do it in increments, because if I try to just rush to the goal, like I feel like I'll be setting myself up to fail, because everything happens, one step at a time. Nobody ever accomplished their biggest and wildest dreams overnight. And whoever tells you that it's possible is definitely selling you a dream, because just anything that I ever worked for towards this point has been, hard. It's gonna be hard, and just having that in the back of my mind kind of just, when I'm going through trials and tribulations, it kind of reminds me like, this is how it's supposed to feel, right? It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, then everybody else would do it. Everybody would be millionaires. Everybody would have the dream body that they want, and everybody would accomplish their wildest of dreams. But it's the fact that most people don't do it, tells you that it's not easy, But if you ever want anything of greatness, you have to push towards it, right? You got to think like, when do people stop? Everybody has a breaking point. But if you see, okay, this is where I usually stop, and you push towards that, like on the other side of that is so much abundance, so much opportunities. You know what I mean? But most of us average people, we never get to that point because we're not willing to push there. Most people don't like cold calling, but it's like, okay, if you do cold call, it might be a little scary, and like, you might have like, you might just get that feeling like, oh, I don't want to do this. But once you do it, the payoff is way more than the payoff is way more than if you didn't do it. So I just think of stuff like that as, the old saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's literally that. And I'm trying to actually train my mind to do that. It's a process, But I know in due time, if I just keep on the path, keep on making those calls, keep on studying, keep on grinding, just keep on putting one foot in front of the other, I'll get there. And that's, this is a reminder to me, at the same time to you as well, is that life is hard. It was meant to be hard, but the ones who get to that next step, that next level, are the ones who persevere when it's hard, So yeah, that's really what was on my mind. It's Friday, I didn't even feel like coming to the gym, like always, honestly. But every day I tell myself, you have to push further. You have to not let your feelings dictate what you do, because if that's the case, you will never get nowhere. Because if every day I'm out here letting my feelings dictate my future, then, it's over for me. I push through regardless of how I feel, because at the end of the day, I know work needs to be done. Work needs to be done. There's no way around it. The work is always going to be there. If you run away, procrastinate, you will still end up in that same position. And for a person that's scared to be average, all my family, all of us were averaged. So I'm like, I don't want that for my life. I don't want to be the guy that, stuck and glued to a desk. I don't want finances dictating how I live my life. I want that financial freedom, and I want to do and go as I, and say what I want to. So, yeah, man, in life you can get whatever you want, of course. Not cliche, but you get whatever you want as long as you put your mind into it and you're willing to work every single day, because all of us want money. All of us want success. All of us want to be healthy, the perfect body, all the good and better things, the mansions, the cars. But are we willing to sacrifice? Are we willing to not go out, not go party, be with friends, drinking on the weekends, just literally having no direction in your life? Are you willing to, be disciplined? Obviously going the other way, be disciplined. Keep promises to yourself. Work hard, push harder even when you don't feel like it. Those are I feel like the components that do catapult you to that next level. It's who you become in the process. It's not the goal, because most people reach the goal and they say, oh, the journey was always better. So yeah, man, just always remember, just keep going through the trials and tribulations. You will get there eventually, as I am making my way out of here.